All right, guys, we are back with round one Edison Format at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got FreakyZ on the left playing, I believe he's playing Blackwings versus myself on the right playing Forg. Now, this is my first time playing Forg. I actually let my friend borrow I let Donnell borrow my Blackwing deck, and I let my friend Randy borrow my Bayou deck because he forgot his at home. So I decided to, trying out Forg. I don't know how to play this deck at all, but so I can at least see the hands, how the deck draws for whenever I go up against it when I'm using, Bayou or Blackwing or Hero Frogs. Those are the three main decks that I've played. So I start off by special summoning Swap Frog by discarding Des Frog. Looks like FreakyZ with the main deck, the Trap Stun. So send Treeborn. Yeah, I think Forg is one of the most difficult decks to play in Edison Format. All right, summon sub, tribute the swap. So let's see what kind of board I'm going to end on. So pop the Treeborn. Yeah, so this is going to take a while to get through this frog combo. So this, I copied the Alasdair's list that he won the Ultimate Time Wizard in Europe. Copied his list card for card, side deck. I got it from Fraser's channel, so that's what that's the build. Not saying I agree with all his choices. This is just what I decided to play. All right. So swap, send sub. Must have Pot of Avarice. Yeah, every time I watch this deck or I go up against this deck, it almost feels like a modern deck because their turns take forever. Especially when they start multiple avaricing you, salvage you. So I just end on the sub, dupe, frog lock, turn one. Now let's see what FreakyZ can do. So FreakyZ starts off by setting 4 and passes. So standby, Treeborn. Activate sub, tribute the Treeborn. The Unifrog is on top of the deck, so I'm just going to bring out the Unifrog. Switch sub to defense. And now try to snipe his back rows. Let's see if Zach's got the, or FreakyZ's got the D-Prison. So no D-Prison, no Mirror Force from FreakyZ. So snipe his Solemn. Oof. QCR Solemn. Do I have another play? Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna take a lot longer than I normally do with this deck. So normal summon the Dupe Frog and pass to Zach. So Zach's got Blizzard and Kalute for sure. Blizzard, Kalute, and a few mystery cards. 3, 6. Yeah, Blizzard, Kalute. What's his other card? Is it Gale? It looks like, yeah, he's got 3 monsters, so I think he's passing. Yes, he passes. So he didn't stop my attack last turn, so I'm going to try to slowly snipe his back row. Standby Treeborn. Just slowly gain advantage. Yep, slowly gain advantage. But what do I grab off the sub? So switch dupe to defense. So attack him for 4. Yep. Slowly snipe his back row so we nail his bottomless. Yeah, I'm not I love bottomless, but against frogs, especially against the Forg deck. Okay, so we end on sub, double dupe, and Unifrog. Pass to FreakyZ. So sets a new back row, so I have 5 monsters on the field, so I'm probably going to snipe the new back row. Yeah, so I think flip-flop you can only bounce your opponent's monsters. I'd have to look that up. Here comes Heavy. Well, his Solemn's gone, so even like if he has Starlight Road, do I care? Not really. So I take a quick game 1 with my first time playing Forg on the channel, but I didn't really do much. I think that was more so FreakyZ's hand was just awful. All right, so game 2. 1 win away from moving on with a win with Forg. The only reason I actually built this Forg deck is because one of my good friends, YCS champ Scott Page, has been playing a little bit of Edison lately. And he's like, he plays Forg, so I told him I would build the Forg deck so that he could play. And we went to some big tournament in Houston yesterday, or last weekend, by the time this video goes up. And I built the Forg deck so he could play it. And I was kind of like, okay, I'm going to try it myself. See how it goes. I mean, I have a bit of experience playing against Forg now, but I still never played it. And it just helps. I think it always helps to play other decks. I don't think you should, like, if you're going, like, let's say to Nats, you should play mostly with the deck you're probably going to play with, but I don't know, some people like to just stick to one deck, but what if the deck you're testing with the most isn't probably the best deck, so maybe you should experiment with others? I've heard different things from different people. All right, so here comes Icarus. Yeah, I didn't even know he was on Blackwing. Because what did we see? We saw Solemn, Bottomless. Yeah, I had no idea what deck he was playing. I honestly thought he was playing Bayou because that's what he mostly plays, but he switched to Blackwings. Did I see anything game 1? I don't think so. No, I didn't see anything. He was just sitting back rows, so now he summons Shura and attacks me for 3k, so we're at 36 to 8,000. Now he sets 1, pass. I mean, I side Breaker, so Breaker would out at least the Dyna. Okay, so FreakyZ now has D Prison to protect the Dyna, but the reason I don't like D Prison is because it doesn't stop Breaker. That's why, like, I remember one guy, I always tell this story because I was so mad that he told me, why do you keep it in Bottomless? And I told him, because I need to protect my Fossil Dyna. And D Prison doesn't protect it from Breaker, Bottomless does. Okay, so he tributes his Shura for Sirocco. Sirocco attack. My set monster is sub. Colludes over the sub and then hits me for 12. So we're at 24 to 8,000. Let's see. Do I have an out to this Dyna? But he has D Prison. So set a monster pass. So I think that was a knock, and that is game. So I think that was actually a misplay on FreakyZ's part. He shouldn't have tributed. Oh, I see why he did it. He had deck dev. Okay. So he summoned Shura. Attack. Oh, but since he colluded over my Substitute, that meant he could have deck devved his Shura. So he kind of wasted his Sirocco there. Yeah, he kind of did, but it didn't matter that much. All right, so game 3. Who move on with a round 1 win. Set of monsters at the back row. And here comes Whirlwind, Sirocco, but I Torrential, my Treeborn, so... I wish Torrential got rid of your Whirlwind, Zach. God, Torrential would be insane. Like, oh, you Torrential and you get rid of the Whirlwind. Alright, so standby Treeborn. I need Caius. Okay, no Caius, so set of monsters at the back row. Must be a dupe frog. Alright, here comes Bora. Activate Whirlwind. So nothing to stop this Whirlwind. No Dust. No Regeki Break. It's probably a D Prison set. Alright, so he chose Blizzard instead of the Kalute. Or Gale. Come on, D Prison. Nope, so I don't... It looks like I might not have D Prison, so now we're at 8,000 to 64. What's my back row? I wonder what I said that I can't. No D Prison. It's got to be a Regeki Break, but I guess I chose not to Regeki Break him. But then it was a dust because I chose not to dust the whirlwind. Unless if I'm just holding these cards for my turn. So Bora attack. It is dupe frog. So FreakyZ is going to take 300. Yep. So no second colute from FreakyZ. Yes, no second colute. Man, lately these Blackwing players have just been drawing whirlwind against me like crazy. Okay, pass. Okay, normal summon swap, swap effect. What does he have, rug? Oh, he torrentials. So it looks like I chose to use the effect to send, so my dupe should miss timing, right? Yeah, it should miss timing. So it was dupe and flip-flop. Send sub. What is that back row? So here comes salvage, grab back, sub, and swap. Pitch to special summon swap. Swap effect. Since what did I side out my Unifrog or something? Am I gonna try to snipe his whirlwind? Okay, so sub. Wait, what happened? Something happened. Oh, I had already normal summoned. Yeah, I had normal summoned the swap, so I took it back. Okay, so now here comes Blizzard, Chainlink 1. Or is he using Whirlwind? Okay, it looks like he's not using Whirlwind, so he probably has his one Vayu in his hand if he's not using the Whirlwind. So Synchro with Blizzard and Bora into Armwing, not Brio. He's got 3 darks. Slams down the dark arm. Now we're going to finally find out what that back row is that I've been holding forever. So dark armed effect, pop. It is Mirror Force. Okay, attack with Armwing. And attack with... yeah, I guess Mirror Force makes sense because there wasn't really a time where I could have used it. Because he attacked into my dupe. Alright, Standby Treeborn. Giant Trunade in case he has a back row. So if he has like an Icarus, it kind of hurts right here. Because we're in the main phase now, so he can Icarus and I won't get my Treeborn. So we'll see if he decides to use it. Because he can go Icarus, target Giant Trunade, target Treeborn, and then I won't be... Okay, so this caught me completely off guard. And why'd you tribute the Dark Arm instead of the Armwing? Oh, he had Icarus too. Okay. Unless if he's that afraid of brain control. But you got rid of your Dark Armed anyway with Econ. So here comes 1-for-1. Discard Swap Frog. Yeah, I was expecting him to activate Icarus, but maybe he wants to keep the Icarus in his hand, so he's kind of like, let me get rid of this Dark Arm. So I 1-for-1 Fishborg, Tribute Fishborg for Subsitode. Bring out Swap effect, send sub. I run over that guy and then sub Tribute Swap. So we get dupe. And I mean, he still has Black Whirlwind in his hand, so I don't know. And I'm at 13. Not looking good for your hero. And here comes Wind Control, Mind Control, and I can see that is game. So congrats to FreakyZ. So one thing I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video, this tournament was just 4 rounds, single elimination. So with that one, FreakyZ basically knocks me out. Now, I actually did win the next 3 rounds in a row with this Forg deck. And, yeah, I won 3 rounds in a row, but it didn't matter. I think I got like third. I think I got third. But will FreakyZ return? Let's see. FreakyZ. Will he return for the single elimination tournament? Not round 2. Not round 3. So, no, FreakyZ did not return. I think he lost off camera round 2 or round 3. I can't remember when, but he will not be returning. The next match is going to be what? Blackwing versus... What is it? Blackwing versus Diva Hero. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy that match. If you haven't already, please consider joining our members only. I might upload an extra 2 to 3 videos a week, only $2.99 a month. And also, if you're interested in Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles and product at Epic Cards and Games, I have a coupon code for 5% off. The code is my first and last name, Oscar Zelaya, one word, all caps. Yep, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.